Welcome back to Let's Play. I'm Sonic Blue Darkfold. Let's continue from where we left off. And it goes a little something like this. Interesting. That bit of cloth seemed to have perked the interest of the university professor. Well, we'll find out the entire origin of the cloth in a moment. But right now, I feel the need for a drink. Let's over to the pub.
Please take me to 20.
Oh, Bill went out into the night ahead and over bed. He saw a pretty woman in white dress as the day she wed. She was really quite a fright, and Bill began to dread. She gave him such an ugly bite, he bled and bled and bled and bled and bled and bled. Oh, Bill put up a royal fight to cut off his bloomin' head.
It's a rather tasteless song.
Oh, don't be too harsh on them. They's frightened.
So your purpose of that is to go inside and listen to a very creepy and eerie song being sung by the locals of the pub that happened to be about the Bloofer Lady. And now we're going to go and leave here. And to make sure we have it in hand, I like to do this before I leave for my destination, so that way I know that it is in hand, and so I can just walk and traipse right in. I'm getting the Bowie knife in hand, and making sure it is in hand. Now we're going to the Harker home.
56 Rochester and Mark.
He invited us to his place. He invited us to his place in the evening of this very moment. And we must have the knife in hand when we go to see him. Let's go inside.
And who be this?
Professor Van Helsing? This is Alexander Morris, brother of Quincy Morris.
How do you do, sir?
I am very glad to meet you. If you be Quincy's brother, then your friend I am. Consider it so.
Thank you. Let me say likewise, sir.
Yeah, good. Jonathan is telling me you have a certain knife. May I see it? Yeah. Quincy's knife.
Sir, I wish to uncover the truth about Quincy's death.
I am telling all to you now, but first, sit.
I'm sorry you've waited so long, but the truth is unbelievable.
Miss Mina, speak true. What would you say, Mr. Morris, if I am telling you vampires exist?
Well, I'd say you're pulling my leg.
Spoken like a true Texan, yeah? But I know pull your leg. They are real, and your brother died while killing one.
You can't be serious.
But he is. Believe me, I know how hard it is to accept such things.
Hear me out. It was 10 years ago that business is taking Mr. Jonathan Harker to Transylvania and the castle of Count Dracula, the vampire. He who is lord over all the Nosferatu. Unknowingly, Mr. Harker arranged for him to be coming here to London, where he is sucking the blood of the innocent Miss Lucy Westriller, she who was fiancée to Mr. Arthur Holwood.
This can't be true. But it is.
I wired Van Helsing, but it was too late. Dracula killed Lucy.
But no normal death, for she arise again in unlife. It bring us much pain to stop her. But now, she is resting with the angels. Then we hunt Dracula down.
We found his caskets, full of the earth he needed to survive, and destroyed them. We had succeeded. But then we discovered what he had done in our absence. He drank Mina's blood. He tried to make her like him, a creature of the night.
But it is too late for him, and he must flee back to his castle across the sea. We are giving chase. Miss Mina's very soul is depending upon us. We finally catch him, and there your brother is plunging this very knife into his breast. Such a victory. But no. Quincy is suffering terrible wounds at the hands of Dracula's gypsy servants. His last words are having no regrets.
This is also impossible.
This may help you. It's my journal of those trying times. I value it highly.
I believe there is vampire walking the streets again. It is responsible for the murders.
I know something of this. The Bloofer ladies.
Yeah, there have been many Bloofer ladies. Lucy became one after she's suffering strange symptoms, sleepwalking and nightmares.
But Juliet Adams, Anisette's friend, she has the same symptoms.
I must be examining her.
Well, let's all take the gang over to Anisette's place where Juliet Adams is found sleeping and resting up. We can just leave there with nothing in hand if we need to. Bowen home it is.
I'd like to go to 10.
And let's go inside.
Anisette, I'd like you to meet Professor Van Helsing.
Very lovely girl. You are having my deepest sympathy on your recent loss.
You are very kind, sir.
Please, when is the funeral?
10 o'clock in the morning at St. Joseph's Cemetery.
I will be there.
And this is Dr. John Seward.
Pleased to meet you.
And who be this? Another young, lovely girl. Mine is making an old man's heart feel young again, yeah?
Oh, sir.
Professor Miss Juliet Adams.
Oh, a lovely name. You will forgive me, Miss Adams, but as a doctor I must be speaking bluntly. You do not look well for one so young. May I be examining you as a doctor to a patient?
Really, I feel fine.
Dr. Van Helsing is the top in his field. You can trust him.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What is it, Doctor? What's wrong?
Not to worry, Miss Adams. I will be leaving some medicines in your room and around the house. Rest you need. Anisette shall be watching you, yeah?
Of course. You will be fine with me, Juliet.
I'm not worried. I just wish Devlin would stop by. I've not seen him all day.
Miss Anisette, I bid you, whatever you do not be opening the windows. No matter what.
Alexander, would you be a dear and give this to Devlin the next time you see him? I'm not sure I shall be able to.
So we got garlic in the windows. And we have a message in hand that needs to go to Devlin Goldacre. Let's get it there. Might be urgent business.
How bad is it, Professor?
She is bit by the vampire, but not so bad as to die yet. If she is bit again...
I cannot believe it. It is too much like Lucy's ordeal.
Yeah, but this time we know what it is. Come, you and I return to the asylum. We'll let Alexander go rest, yeah.
Professor, if you hadn't come...
You're all right now, Mr. Morris. The creature has fled.
I owe you my life, sir.
I wonder, did you happen upon her by accident? Or did she wait for you?
That's an easy indication that you definitely can trust Professor or Dr. Van Helsing when you need him. Now that cinematic that we just saw will always happen. No matter how good you are in the game, you'll always see that cinematic sequence. And now let's leave here.
Please take me to 20.
And go on inside with the letter in hand. Looks like he's on a drinking binge.
Morris, I didn't hear you. You creep in like a cat.
I didn't mean to startle you.
Have you been to Anisette's? Is Juliet there? How is she?
She's ill. But she did ask me to give you this.
Oh, poor Juliet. Her world revolves around me. Why, I don't know. I love her. I would do anything for her, even die. It's me that's done this. I was in control, but now it's all slipping from my grasp.
Appears he's dropped something pretty vital to our compilation of puzzle pieces. That must be the keys to the bookstore. So let's leave here with the keys in hand, and let's see if we can open it. Getting the keys to the bookstore, we gotta scroll through our inventory. Remember, this is the tedious part of the adventure, is scrolling through your inventory to find what you need. There's the journal. There's the keys. Get the object. It's returned. Climb aboard the carriage and head over to the Goldacre and Horner bookstore.
Please take me to 12 Old...
Now we're going to head inside. There's Alfred with his blood again. I wonder if anybody's actually tried pulling on that book when they were shopping in the bookstore. Kind of one of those unanswered questions you never get answered. There he goes. He locks it up. And now... yeah, go home for the night, Alfred. Go dream about blood. Just think, this was long before alarm systems were installed, so he could easily move in and out of the store. Now we're going to get a closer look at what all this blood means. And yes, it is indeed blood.
Oh, blood.
But what is he doing with so much blood? And it looks like we picked up something even more valuable than we thought.
Some kind of European language. What's this? Interesting.
Aha. So now we're starting to discover the type of person Alfred Horner really is by picking up a very strange book. Well, it is very late in the evening.
1:45 a.m.
It's 1:45 a.m. Yes, it is very late. So, what do you say we go back home? Get some sleep.
Please take me to 45.
And here we are. Let's go on inside and rest up a bit. But let's look and see if we got any telegrams first. Yes, we do. Let's read it before we sleep.
Mr. Alexander Morris, the knife was your brother's. Keep it safe. Beware the evil. Beware the vampire. Guard yourself well. Father Janos Korzeni.
Vampire?
Oh yes, even Father Janos Korzeni knows there are vampires walking around Victorian London. That's the only telegram we received, so click on the bed and let's get some much-needed rest, and I'll see you in the next video of Let's Play Dracula Unleashed Day 3. But after we watch this sequence.
Whoa! Bullseye!
Quincy? But you're dead.
Look at you now, little brother. All grown up. This calls for a drink. Why don't you belly up to the bar? This can't be. This can't be!
Creepier and creepier. And I'll see you in the next video of Let's Play Dracula Unleashed. I'm Sonic Blue Darkfold. Hope you're enjoying this.